see your tears, Lord help resides. And I know the world is real scary. Just know you'll always be my Blackberry. You're so sweet and so unique. You're like a treasure under the sea. And I know the world is real scary. Just know you'll always be my Blackberry. A desire to get the men who abuse her and do not love her. My mother, sister, and lover ain't no.
What's goody? 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 It's your girl ZZ back with another motherfucking video. My bad. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on my notifications bell, give this video a thumbs up, share this motherfucker, all that shit, all that shit, all that shit. Alright. So today's video, it's actually a topic I got from this dude named Rome. Shout out to you on Snapchat. He sent me a screenshot of Cardi B and then sent me a screenshot of Bill Cosby. And was basically like, why is it that, you know, black men women don't get the same chastisement as black men do, you know what I'm saying, for the same fucking crimes. You know what I'm saying? He used Bill Cosby and Cardi B because they do have very similar fucking cases. You know what I'm saying? Damn near the same cases. And Bill Cosby ass is in jail while Cardi B ass is walking around living her motherfucking best life. You know what I'm saying? With no consequences. Especially seeing that Cardi B had a whole fucking rant video literally admitting to the shit. You know what I'm saying? Now she got people coming out against her saying, I was one of the victims, surviving Cardi B, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Basically the same thing as fucking Cosby. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, so many years ago she did this to me and now I'm coming out and speak about it. Same thing with fucking Cosby. So many years ago he did this to me and now I'm coming out and speak about it. Except for he had a lot more fucking women. You know what I'm saying? And she fucking openly admitted to shit and he didn't. You know what I'm saying? So, and the reason, I know a lot of people was like trying to like justify her actions, like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, like she was struggling, all this other shit. It's like, okay, first of all, bitch, she was not struggling that goddamn much. Let's get that straight. Number one, Cardi B grew up in a two-parent household. Second of all, her parents are fucking immigrants. And if you didn't watch her last video, go watch it, because immigrants are privileged, okay? If you didn't know, now you know. And the video will explain it. So, and three, she had a high school diploma. Like, the bitch could have got a job. It's not like this bitch was out here stupid or some shit. Like, she couldn't read, like, on some Fantasia shit. She didn't know how to fucking read. She was relying on music and shit like that. Like, no, bitch, you could have got a job. A regular motherfucker, you could have walked in and worked at a call center or some shit. Had a regular motherfucking regular job just like the rest of these bitches out here doing. Your ass chose to go up in a motherfucking strip club, make your quick money, which is cool. That's your choice. You know what I'm saying? Do you, boo-boo. Ain't nobody stop you from getting to the bag. You know what I'm saying? But don't try to justify it like you was out here raping and robbing niggas, cause that's what the fuck she was doing, because you needed it. Like, fuck out of here. You ain't had no fucking kids making. Maybe if she had kids and she was struggling like that and she, you know what I'm saying? She really needed it, like she was trying to make it out to be. Maybe I could have some sympathy for her. But this bitch talking about she was doing this shit because she wanted fucking studio time? Bitch, you expect me to feel bad for you because you wanted studio time. Bitch, you better get out here and work. You could have got a day job and been stripping at night and be using the money that you get from the strip at night, or at least some of it, to put towards fucking studio time. What you talking about? Like, the fuck? You think I'm supposed to feel bad for you? She's sitting there crying and mad and all ranting and shit on the video. Like, somebody's supposed to feel bad for her when, bitch, you was fucking sucking dick for studio time and raping niggas. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, for studio time, fuck out of here. Like, you gonna be fucked up. I'm sorry, that's stupid. That's stupid as shit. Like, I do not feel bad for that bitch at all. And so, yes, I feel like, no. Well, let me just say this. No, I don't feel like Bill Cosby should be in jail. I don't think that nigga did that shit. If he did do that shit, like, there was not enough evidence to prove he should do it. I don't think that nigga should have went to jail. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? But two, since he did go to jail, and we here, and now we got fucking Survivor R. Kelly, this nigga about to go to jail, and a whole rack of other motherfucking black men, specifically, that's getting all these fucking rape and sexual assault allegations put up against them. Why the fuck is Cardi B not getting treated the same motherfucking way? Like, I don't understand. She got a whole tape admitting to this shit. She should definitely be, if not any of these motherfuckers, be on trial for this shit, because bitch, you admitted to it. Now you got motherfuckers up here saying that the shit happened. So you should at least be getting charges put up against you, even if she do get off. You should at the very least, be getting charges put up against her, because bitch, you fucking admitted it, so you know you did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is no. That fuck no. Hell to the no. That's some bullshit. But I feel like, more so answering your question, like, one of the reasons why she's not being chastised as much is because women just aren't seen as threatening. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to rape and sexual assault, the first predator you think of in your mind is going to be a man. And then more specifically, is going to be a black man. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But the first thought in your mind is that it's going to be a man. You don't think about a woman, because women are seen as less threatening. We're seen as weaker. You know what I'm saying? We're seen as less dominant than men are. You know what I'm saying? And we've been programmed to think like this throughout our lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime you hear about, even if you look at movies and some shit like that, like, how many movies can you think of where the one popular movies at that, you know what I'm saying, that everybody has seen, that got awards and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying, that portray the woman as being the predator, you know what I'm saying, or being a sexual predator, more so to speak, you know what I'm saying? Like, anytime you think about a sexual predator specifically, it's going to be a man, you know what I'm saying? And that's not only from media programming and shit like that, but also just, I mean, statistically speaking, like, men are more likely to commit sexual assaults than women are, you know what I'm saying? And so that's just it's kind of just engraved in people's mind, is that, you know what I'm saying, well, to hear a woman, it's so taboo, you know what I'm saying, to hear a woman fucking doing some sexual assault, you know what I'm saying, especially if it's not children. Like, when it comes to children, women, like, when it comes to women doing sexual assaults, period, their victims are more likely going to be children rather than grown-ass men, you know what I'm saying? So hearing it about children is, you know what I'm saying, a little easier to process, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little easier to understand, to think that it's a child, because it's a child. A child is helpless, you know what I'm saying? A child is the weakest on the, you know what I'm saying, hierarchy of strength, you know what I'm saying? It's like men, women, and then children, you know what I'm saying? So children it's easier for you to process that, you know what I'm saying, that a woman could do that to a child. But doing that to a man, it's like, damn, how the fuck you gonna let a bitch do that to you? You know what I'm saying? Even with the whole Cardi B shit, like, you still hear a lot of dudes, and that's why a lot of people aren't taking it seriously and still supporting Cardi B, because a lot of people are thinking, not only just dudes, girls too, it's like, how the fuck you gonna let a bitch rape you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, you let it? And then it's this whole thing, not only that it's like, oh, she's weaker than you, how you gonna let her, you know what I'm saying, how she gonna rape you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think of it as like it's like a heinous crime. Like, hey, that's why she drugged them and shit, obviously, because she probably couldn't actually rape them with just her strength alone had they been conscious, you know what I'm saying? But so yeah, when you think about a girl raping a man, you think, you know what I'm saying, like, you think about it in the same way as a woman does. It's like, how the fuck you gonna let a bitch overpower you like that? You know what I'm saying? So that's hard for people to process. But not only that, like, people don't want to take this victim blaming shit towards men. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a double standard with the victim blaming shit. Like, when you say women, for the Bill Cosby thing, for example, when you talk about the women, like, okay, well, they went to the hotel with the nigga, right? They took the pills, and most of these women admitted, if not all, you know what I'm saying, admitted to taking the fucking pills willingly. Like, he didn't drug these bitches with put that shit in the cup on some, you know what I'm saying, some creep ass shit. He gave them the fucking drugs. They willingly took it. They knew the nigga was married and still fuck with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to use that logic towards the women, but towards the men, you want to say, oh, but you went to the hotel with her. You knew she was a stripper. You knew strippers be on that type of shit. You knew, why would you take a drink from a bitch? Like, you knew bitches be plotting. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want to use that logic towards men, but don't want to use that logic towards women. And when you use it towards women, it's victim blaming. Like, what the fuck? So, what the fuck type of dumbass, hypocritical ass shit is that? Like, no, it's not victim blaming. It's called victim accountability in my motherfucking book. Bitch, you knew what the fuck you was doing. Like, come on. You knew the nigga was married. Like I said before, I used that exact logic for the bitch. You knew the nigga was married. You knew that you in a hotel room with a man to fuck. Y'all not up there to fucking play Uno, bitch. You up there to fuck. And you gonna take these pills that you don't know what the fuck they are? Like, bitch, you're stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel bad for you, bitch. You're fucking dumb. Honestly, you're a fucking idiot. You're grown-ass woman. You dumb as shit. You know what I'm saying? You talking about fucking teenage girls just naive as fuck, but you talking about grown-ass women. Fuck out of here. Like, I don't feel bad for none of them bitches. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you should, if you're going to use this whole victim blaming logic for women, you need to keep that same energy for fucking men. And a lot of people don't like to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just because men are seen as stronger. So it's like, oh, well, you should have known type shit. And that's hypocritical. That's a double standard. I'm not fucking with that. Going back to how I said, when you think about predators, you think about black men specifically. And since you said this about black men, you know what I'm saying? You use black men specifically in your question. Black men has always been seen as sexual predators. They've always been, like, their sexuality has always been seen as a threat, especially to white society. You know what I'm saying? So even if you look back to slavery, you know what I'm saying? They used to literally cut off like black men's genitalia, like dead ass be cutting they fucking dicks off. Like that was a thing they did. That was like that was even like some 1 or 2 okay. That was like very common inside fucking slavery for fucking slave masters to do that. You know what I'm saying? It was a part of what you want to call buck breaking, or it was, you know what I'm saying, part of emasculating black men. You know what I'm saying? Is to have them see, they would do this in front of black people. See, you know what I'm saying? Let them see you cut they shit off. You know what I'm saying? And then you had this whole narrative for a while that was like black men would prey on white women. You know what I'm saying? You look back to like they had like King Kong. I mean, yeah, they used to have like imagery of like King Kong and all some shit, or like the helpless white woman and the fucking monstrous fucking black man just trying to take her over or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they always had that narrative, so they always pushed that black men's sexuality was a threat to them. And it's really because if you listen to what's her name, Dr. Cress Wessling, you listen to her, you think she talks about this all the fucking. She talks about that type of shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? How white people believe that black people can genetically annihilate them, which is fucking true. You know what I'm saying? We can do that. You know what I'm saying? And black men are like the stem of that because they have the sperm. You know what I'm saying? So if you get rid of that, get rid of the stem, you don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's a part of their fear of black people, is that we can genetically annihilate them, and our men impregnating white women is going to create black babies, not white babies. You know what I'm saying? It's going to create black babies. You know what I'm saying? What you want to call them, mulatto, mixed, whatever the fuck. They're fucking black. You know what I'm saying? They're black babies, so they don't want that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was a big part of slavery, is trying to emasculate black men. They've always been scared of black men sexuality, period. So yeah, and then that falls into the justice system as well. I think everybody fucking knows at this point that black men are, you know what I'm saying, locked up at higher rates, are killed at higher rates, all types of shit, you know what I'm saying? But what a lot of people don't talk about is that black men are a lot of times exonerated at higher rates. You know what I'm saying? I read this article on who was it? It was like Michigan law or some shit like that. And it was like a chart up there where it was like basically the statistics, like the percentages of races through exonerations. So it was like oh shit, my bad. Fuck, goddamn, who the hell I was. Different categories of crimes. It was like sexual assault, murder, theft. I don't know, like I'll insert the damn what you call it, but it was like black men was pretty much the highest percentage for damn near every one of them. I think white men took them in like probably like 2 or 3 of the categories, but I think it was like 7 or 8 categories in total, and fucking black men took the cake for most of them. You know what I'm saying? And sexual assault was one of them. Sexual assault was like, I think like it was over 50%. I want to say like 51 to 59 or something. I don't know, some shit like that. It wouldn't be like 51 or 52, but it was over 50% of exonerations was black men being accused of sexual assault. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what exonerated means, it just means you were wrongfully convicted, basically. You know what I'm saying? You were wrongfully convicted of that. So if like over 50% of these men were wrongfully convicted of sexual assault, you know what I'm saying? And that's a big fucking deal. You know, like that really proves a lot about, that really says a lot about the justice system and the way it's set up against black men. But yeah, even going back to Cardi B and why she got off, I mean, why people aren't even chastising her as much is because not only that she's a woman, it's because she's not a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Or let me not say black, but she's not a woman. She's not a American descendant of slave. That's of slavery. She's not that. She's not ADOS. Her parents are immigrants, like I said. And like I said, immigrants are fucking privileged, okay? And yeah, so she kind of has a little more privilege in that. You know what I'm saying? If she was a black woman, even with her being that famous, she may not be getting as much support. You know what I'm saying? Or she may have gotten more backlash than what she is now, to be completely honest with you, because she's a black woman. Black women usually are believed or more chastised than other groups of women because just like our male counterparts, we are the fucking bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? We've always been treated as such. So, yeah, but even, matter of fact, you know what's funny? I was watching, what's it called? Def Jam. I was watching Def Comedy Jam like 2 nights ago or some shit like that, and Paul Mooney was up there, and he was talking about this shit that happened in '93. This immigrant woman at that, This immigrant woman was married to this white dude, and she cut off this nigga's dick. She cut off his dick. It's not funny, but she cut off this nigga dick, son, like that ass. But she got off though. You know what I'm saying? She got the fuck off because they said, she pleaded not guilty, and they got her the jury let her off because they label her as temporarily insane. That's what she got off from, and she ended up having to go to like a mental hospital for like 5 weeks or some shit like that. But hold up, temporarily insane. I'm like, bitch, you got off because they said you was crazy for like 5 minutes. Like that's just. Bitch, that is crazy right there. That's wild as me. You know, that's a wild shit. Bitch, you really got off because you was crazy for like 5 minutes. That's crazy as hell. But yeah, so part of her, a part of the real reasons why she got off is because she was an immigrant. You know what I'm saying? But not only that, I mean, I did read more into the case, and she was accusing her husband of like abusing her. He had raped her like twice, allegedly, and so yeah. Like, they had, like, it was other factors in that case as well why she got off, you know what I'm saying? But definitely being an immigrant was part of it, you know what I'm saying? So the same thing goes for Cardi B. Even looking at just, like, in general, how often do you hear bad things about immigrant women? Like, how often do you hear, like, people talking about charges being brought up against immigrant women specifically? Like, literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, I dead ass can't think of none, you know what I'm saying? Nothing that's popularized or like talked about in media or on Twitter or you know what I'm saying, or social media type shit. Like nobody's talking saying anything bad about immigrant women for real. Not unless they say something out the box, or say something that's, you know what I'm saying, that's like sounds racist and shit like that. Like that girl from off I forgot, that little Mexican bitch that be talking about black women all the time. I forgot what the fuck her name is. But you know what I'm saying? But unless it's some shit like that, immigrant women aren't really talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not really talked badly of a lot of the times because they're kind of put on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, everybody has this whole idea that, you know what I'm saying, foreign women are better, or that they're better looking, or, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole programming that everybody has kind of gone through, especially black people, to think that anything outside your race is better. So foreign women, quote unquote, are better, you know what I'm saying? So they're kind of put on a pedestal, immigrant women are. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Do y'all think that Cardi B is guilty and should be charged? Do you think she's innocent until proven guilty? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think this is, that it can be compared to the Cosby case, that she's, you know what I'm saying, pretty much in the same predicament and she should be chastised as such? Let me know what y'all think below. You know what I'm saying? Leave your comments in the comment section. Alright? Other than that, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, share my shit. All that. Alright? But that's all I got, y'all. Alright.